live from Gene Autry Way. Welcome to Angels Stadium. The show brings you Major League Baseball on a Saturday night. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. We're in store for a Major League debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around it. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And our pitcher in this game, number 34. What should we keep an eye on here?
Yeah, he gave up several earned runs his last time out. I think command is a huge issue for him, and fastball command. He's got to trust it. He's got good velocity. Attack hitters with it in this one.
Okay, all set to go. And now the right fielder.
Leading off tonight for Baltimore.
The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And first offering is fouled off.
First pitch, 6:07.
Way high. Next offering is in for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball, 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
The wind and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's filled up. And a pitch. Line to left. And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
Batting second.
And here's the first baseman, number 11. And that's in there for strike one. Right through there for a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
And he deals. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 out.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it could take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
So up next, Frank Robinson. That one's in there, 0-1. Move to first, and he dives back in safely. Number 6 leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Edmonds to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
One away, runners at first and third. And next is the designated hitter, Brooks Robinson. First offering misses badly for ball one.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Anderson makes the play. Runner tags from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning. And the Orioles leave one. Now the Angels will get their first crack at it. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And the right-hander with the good curveball, Jim Palmer. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Bottom of the first, stepping in the long ball threat, Mike Trout. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too.
Mike Trout, just a special player, a special human, does everything well on the baseball field and seems to do it as well off the field.
First offering, and it just misses. Kicks and deals. Just off the outside part of the plate. I think with Mike Trout, when you consider all the awards, the wins above replacement, he's on a trajectory, if he stays healthy, that he'll end up as one of the greatest position players of all time. The 2-1. And a swing and a miss.
One of the unfortunate things is that in this guy's career, particularly early, we just didn't get to see him in the postseason very much. You want to see the best players playing in October.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And here it comes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Here comes a 3-2. And that's ball 4.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Number 4, the next to hit for the Angels. And there's something you don't see very much in today's game, the pitch out. Swing and a ball popped up, and a base hit right there. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Now here is Mo Vaughn. Good contact guy, good defender. And that one fouled off. No outs, runners at first and second. Next pitch misses outside, and a count even 1-1. That one missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Left-hand batter waits. Stays alive.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And now Garrett Anderson. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Left-hand hitter waits. That misses. And the count is 2-0.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
And a pitch. And now 3-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Swing and a ball popped up. Number 7 on the move towards the line. Stretches out and hauls it in. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Mo Vaughn.
No, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
And first offering is fouled off. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. And 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Misses off the plate. And it's 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that will end the inning. Angels strand a couple, scoreless after 1.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous like it's word of mouth. I ain't new to what.
Back in Anaheim, here's the veteran second baseman, Brian Roberts.
The second baseman, Brian.
The pitch. And ball 1. Next offering is in the dirt.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And that one is lifted in the air. Edmonds has a beat on it. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
Cal Ripken Jr. now at the plate.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong. We'll always know Cal Ripken for the streak, but he was about so much more than that. He really changed the way we think about the shortstop position.
Next pitch is popped up. Ibar gets under it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Batting 7, the third baseman, number 7.
So 2 down now, and here is number 7.
When Ripken came along, he was not in the mold of a traditional shortstop. He was a big, strong guy. His offense was just as strong as his fielding, though, and he had some pop.
Hit in the air, right field. Number 25 moving under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Back here at Angel Stadium, we head to the bottom of the 2nd. So in now for the Angels, Jim Edmonds.
The center fielder.
Yeah, even though middle infielders with power are common now, Ripken still holds the record for most homers hit by a shortstop. It might not be as unbreakable as one of his other records. Still pretty impressive, though. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. The other way, and that one gets down, fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. The tag out. And next for the Angels, Troy Gloss. In there, and it's 0-1. Nothing here in the bottom of the 2nd. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
1 down, base is empty. Going to count 1-2.
2 strike.
Kicks and fires. That's inside.
See how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Want to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Second inning here, no score. Next pitch is outside. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 2.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Eric Ibar at the plate and takes high there. The wide to kick the pitch.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
No score here in the second. Next pitch is outside, and a count 2-1. And he deals towards first, and that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. He's safe. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Swings and misses. And a count 1-1. Bounced up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. The throw. And very nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
Top half of the third inning. Here's the center fielder, number 2.
Leading off for Baltimore, the center fielder.
It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Next offering misses. Now 2-0. And now the lefty. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The pitch. Ground ball left side. And that's just foul. The wind of the pitch. Bounce to third. And it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So digging in, number 12. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Kicks and deals. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
The pitch. Bounce to the left side. Now 2 out.
Now batting, number 6.
So up next, number 6. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
2 down, nobody on. In the air, left side. Anderson makes the catch, and that'll do it. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Welcome back as we go to the last of the third. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Mike Trout. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
And the righty deals. 2 balls, no strikes to count. And the pitch. And now 2 balls and a strike.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
The pitch.
Full count, 3-2.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Number 7 drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And next for LA, number 4. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball 1. Righty to the plate. And that one missing low. Joe Madden, who grew up in Pennsylvania, went to Lafayette College, played 5 years in the minors with the Angels, and then 15 years he coached in that organization. One of the notes that I love, he wears number 70. The reason for that, well, he wore 20 as a player and then as a coach, and then the Angels got the Hall of Famer Don Sutton, future Hall of Famer at that time. And Joe Madden had to give over that number 20. They handed him number 70, and he said, I'm going to keep this one because no one will ever ask me for my number again, and they haven't. The wind and the pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The wind and the pitch. Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Mo Vaughn getting ready to hit. popped up. Ripken settles under it. And that'll do it. Angels go down 1-2-3. And we're still knotted at 0. Start of the fourth. And now the first baseman, number 11.
Leading off for Baltimore, the first baseman, number 11.
Here comes a pitch. Good eye right there.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Here's a 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now here is Frank Robinson. And he's already singled in this game. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Ball 1 there. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals. And that skips in the dirt. And there's a ball.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And a pitch. Now a pop-up on the infield. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 5, designated hitter, Brooks Robinson.
Brooks Robinson, the next to hit for the Orioles. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there for strike 1.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
And the lefty with the 0-1. Ripped to third and caught. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Still no score. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
For the Angels, the left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. Slider misses outside. Up the middle, and it gets by him.
Now batter, number 25.
In there for strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Runner at first with no outs here. Not close with that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. And that one gets away at the plate. To second, and he's out. Two now. And a pop-up. Right side, foul territory. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
And next for the Angels, Jim Edmonds. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Next offering is down low. And that's ball 1. Two outs. Rolled over to third, and it gets by him. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Through 4, still tied. Zip, zip.
No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me. See on my grind heavy for my babies. Life has
And welcome back. We go to the top of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore. Brian Roberts.
The second baseman.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Next one is off the plate. Now 1-2. Kicks and fires. On the ground, out to short. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's a big power threat. Cal Ripken Jr. That one's in there, 0-1. The pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Throw to first. Roberts back in standing. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Here's a 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Pitcher gets to the bag for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Number 7 digs in now.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat. Getting that first hit at the big league level.
In the air out towards right center. He can't get there. It's a base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. So he gets 2 milestones with that hit. His first big league knock. And he drives in his first run as well.
Yeah, you love to get both of those out of the way with just one swing of the bat, and it makes the special moment even more special. It's not just an individual accomplishment when you're also driving in a run for your team. That's an at-bat he's never going to forget.
One out, runner at second. At the plate, number 2. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Next pitch downstairs, and the count is 1-1. Runner leads away at second. And that one wrapped foul. The pitch. Tap to first. Vaughn over to pick it up. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, number 12.
Number 12, the next to hit for the Orioles.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. And a pitch. Close, but called a ball. 1-1. At the belt and fires.
Ball 2.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Puts the squeeze on it, and that's the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And the home team down a run. Back here at the ballpark, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Troy Gloss.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. The next offering misses. Now 1-2. And now 2-2. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time to get him, 1 away in the strikeout.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Ibar.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Eric Ibar. In there, and it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Strike two.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Next pitch is popped up. Pulls it in on the run. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Benji Molina.
2 outs, base is empty. Now Molina at the plate. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
Oh, 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Angels go quietly there. They trail here 1-0. Back in Anaheim, leading off, number 6.
Leading off for Baltimore.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
First offering misses the mark. Liner caught at second.
Now batting, number 11.
Number 11, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
First offering, and it just misses. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
One, 2 now. The punch out there. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Frank Robinson, the next to hit for the Orioles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Kicks and deals. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
The wide to kick the pitch. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Orioles held in check there, but they still lead it 1-0. Bottom of the inning, here's Trout.
And leading up for the Angels, the designated hitter,
The right-hander back to work.
Trout.
There's the strike.
Well, an at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but A few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And the right-hander deals. Now 1-1. And here it comes. Falling behind 2-1. The wind of the pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2.
It's really trying to stay in on the hands, not let them get extended, because that's where the potential for damage exists.
Next one misses. 3-2 now.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Number 4 in the box now. Take strike 1. Oh, 1 down.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Palmer picks to first, and diving back is Trout. The pitch, and that's outside.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
And the righty deals. That misses the zone. 3-1. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Now batting.
First and second, no outs. Stepping in, Mo Vaughn. Next offering is down low, and that is ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. So the tying run at second. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. First and second here, no outs. Bounce to the right side, and it's just foul. That was close. And it's even up. Righty delivers. Got him looking. And one gone.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning. And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
2 on, 1 out. Garrett Anderson will hit next. Double steal. Cut on and missed. Throw, and they got him. Runner at second, 2 down. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Left-hand hitter waits. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Number 2 has this one sized up. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that will end the inning. Angels leave one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. New inning getting started. And here is Brooks Robinson.
Leading off for Baltimore, the designated hitter, Brooks Robinson.
The wind and the pitch. That one missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That's inside. And now 2-0.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
The wind to kick the 2-0. Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends a rocket to left, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Well, I'm sure there's a big grin on his face right now, Boog. He's probably had some of those that didn't stay fair, but off the bat, it looked like it was going to bend foul. Was able to keep it in there, tucked it nicely, and he gets to jog around the bases. Good for him.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Number 34 won't go any further tonight. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Jared Weaver. And he'll do his best to keep this close. Brian Roberts, the next to hit for the Orioles.
The batter, number 1, second baseman.
Next pitch downstairs, and it's 1-0. Right-handed reliever. That one inside, and that's ball 2.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
And the pitch. 3-2 now.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
3 balls, 2 strikes the count. This one high in the air to left center. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now here is Cal Ripken Jr. Hit on the ground to the right side. Vaughn takes it himself. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, number 7.
Now the third baseman, number 7.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
And a pitch. Swings through that one.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Runner on at third, 1 gone. And he grounds one to the right side. Out on the off-balance throw. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
Righty to the plate. Good eye right there. Off the plate, ball 3. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Next pitch in for a strike, 3-1. And he deals. And he walked him.
Now batting,
2 gone with runners at the corners. Number 12, the next to hit for the Orioles. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Scott Kazmir up and loosening in the pen. Ohtani getting cranked up as well. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
And the 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Going to count 1 and 2. Here comes a pitch. That's inside, and it's 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Next pitch is popped up. Weaver makes the catch, and that'll do it. Solo homer brings in 1 for Baltimore, and it's 2-zip. Bottom of the 7th, so in now for the Angels, number 25.
and leading up,
Now just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches for this game.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Activity in the bullpen for Baltimore. Tippy Martinez. The rookie left-hander appears to be getting going. Britton warming up as well. The wind of the pitch. Strike two. Well, he's back out there to begin the 7th. That surprised you at all, Chris?
Yeah, a little bit. It was a little rough 6th inning there, but his skipper's got a lot of confidence in him. But trust me, they will keep a close eye on how he does in this one.
A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
And now it's going to be Jim Edmonds in there for strike one. And fouled off. And 1-2.
If you're on the mound right now, you know you have to retire this hitter. If he gets on base, it could open up the floodgates for this offense to score some runs.
The pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And next for L.A., Troy Gloss. This guy has turned into a beast. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. Fought off foul. And a swing and a miss. Angels retired 1-2-3. Angels held in check. They trail things here 2-0. We go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, number 6.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 6.
And a pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Weaver, he's known as a reliever that excels in really tough situations. Those high leverage spots. It seems like he's at his best in these situations, and obviously the ability to get the strikeout factors in. The 1-0. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Yeah, there's certain guys that expect to come in and dominate, and they see the challenge, the battle just a little bit differently. They trust their stuff, and they believe that their stuff is better than that guy standing in the batter's box, what his swing, what his ability is.
Up the middle. High throw to first, and he can't reach it.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Runner at second after the error. Number 11, the next to hit. First pitch just misses. The mental approach is a big factor too, isn't it?
Yeah, Boog, it is. And, you know, for each guy, it can be a little different. Some people consciously work on focusing, slowing things down, breathing techniques. And then there's some players that are just natural, and they just seem to be more composed and less excitable.
That one fouled off. Weaver throws over, and he's back in safely. A lot of times with relievers, they just like to get amped up, and they're not really looking to try and slow it down, right? They're just trying to get hyper.
Yeah, and perhaps make that.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He scores. And they lead by 3.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And next for the Orioles, Frank Robinson, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. And just hacking like he used to.
Yeah, kind of same, just like that, yeah.
Nobody out, runner at first. In the dirt, blocked. In there safely. Next pitch is outside. Kicks and fires. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
That just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brooks Robinson.
Looking for some insurance, or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Next pitch misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. That one off the mark. 3 balls and a strike.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And they're all loaded up.
A real bad time for a walk. You're trailing in this ball game, trying to keep things close. They've been in a difficult spot, and things aren't getting any easier.
And into the box for Baltimore, Brian Roberts. First pitch, and he just misses.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 4-0.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball, just couldn't get it to drop in.
New pitcher in the game for the Angels, Shohei Ohtani. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Shohei Ohtani.
Two on with 1 out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cal Ripken Jr. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. That one's in there, 0-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And the right-hander deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Kicks and deals. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. First and third, one down. On the ground to second, might be two. Good feed, that's one. And that's quick work out of the pen. One batter, 2 outs, inning over. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Angels nothing. Back here at Angel Stadium, bottom of the 8th. And now Eric Ibar. The Halos in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. Strike one. Action in the pen down there. Tippy Martinez. The lefty with big swing and miss stuff is getting ready. The wind to kick the pitch. Not even close there. And now it's even 1-1. Good eye in that spot. And a pitch. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
So man aboard. Here's the Angels catcher, Benji, known for his rocket arm behind the plate.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
0-2 as he waves at that one. The pitch. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
And now batting, Mike Trout. Pitch misses inside. 1-0. This to third, dives, and he can't hang on. To first, there to beat him by an eyelash. You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
And next for the Angels, number 4. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. And that one just missed off the outside edge. Man on second, 2 down. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Hammered, base hit. Eyeball around third. The tag, and he's safe.
Well done. Drives in the run. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And you can feel this crowd waking up a bit here as the guys are starting to make some noise with their bats.
Now the Orioles manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jim Palmer is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Greg Olson into the game. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Olson.
Mo Vaughn, the next to hit for the Angels.
Now batting, first baseman, Mo Vaughn.
And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Left-hand batter waits.
Ball, that's it.
Swing and a pop-up. Ripken in position. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. Welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, number 7.
The third baseman, number 7.
The wind of the pitch. Foul ball there. The 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Scott Kazmir getting ready to come in for Joe Madden. Next offering upstairs. And the righty deals. In the air on the infield. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, number 2.
And now the center fielder, number 2. First offering misses the mark.
Ball 1, no strike.
The wind and the pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's outside. The pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. And the pitch. Just missed the inside corner, and that's ball 3. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
The boy's still breathing and he's still alive. What's the little child's destiny? He's trying to survive. He's always
2 outs, base is empty. Now the Orioles catcher, number 12. And that's in there for strike 1. And here it comes. Ball 1 low. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
The 1-2. Foul ball. Two outs. Out towards right center field. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And the inning is over. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Angels 1. And welcome back. So bottom of the 9th, here's the left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
The left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
The pitch. There's the strike.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Righty to the plate. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Number 25 now at the plate. That one hammered center field. Back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jim Edmonds.
So in now for the Angels, Jim Edmonds for the 4th time tonight. And the first offering is not close. Here comes a pitch. In the air, right side of the infield. Roberts sizing this one up. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, Troy Gloss.
Man at first. Next to hit, Troy Gloss. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. And another ball.
No strike.
And he deals. Now 3-0.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
In for a strike, now 3-1.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Righty delivers downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Eric Ibar, the next to hit for the Angels. In there for strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. Check swing, but he went too far. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
4-1 the final here today as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.